Trump cannot help himself. He keeps, I mean, you think he's done with Greenland. Like, oh, he mentioned that months ago. He's probably done with that, right? He started a whole war since then. No, he's still brought it up recently for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. It's the like NATO summit or something, right? Or some sort of, yeah, I feel like it was like a NATO summit in Turkey, I believe, is what is going on here. So, yeah, it's still an issue for him, even though he's in a current war. He still wants Greenland.
Is this part of his like his dementia or something? Like suddenly it just pops in his head, Greenland, Greenland, we want Greenland, or what?
I've never seen dementia trigger like all these things that he has. Like it all of a sudden triggered like super narcissism and like over obsessiveness over certain things. And then also it triggered stock trades. He went from 50 stock trades in his first term to thousands now.
Somehow everything that Trump was known for just ramped up. He was already in his first term, he was already known for corruption and narcissism and being just a buffoon. Second term, 10 times. I mean, it's insane. So let's check out this little clip here. Yeah, so he's with Erdogan from Turkey. Nothing to do with Greenland at all, I would think, if he's with the president of Turkey. Let's check it out.
Greenland, he has confidence that the negotiations. President, on Greenland, he has confidence that the negotiations will play out. Do you think the U.S. will have to annex Greenland ultimately?
With respect to what?
Greenland.
Well, that's what hurt my relationship with NATO, because Greenland doesn't help Denmark. Denmark doesn't spend money to really help Greenland, but it's an important part for the United States. And it's surrounded by China ships and Russian ships.
Greenland doesn't help Denmark. If that was the case, then why would it help the United States? And how doesn't it already help the United States if Denmark is a NATO ally and the US could put, if there was a conflict with China or Russia, they could just send their troops up there because that's part of NATO.
Yeah. And he's like mentioning it as if Denmark is, or Greenland is already part of the US. Like he's under that assumption. And also, wouldn't any sane person in their right mind, if they really think there was an issue with security in Greenland, wouldn't they want some sort of joint venture and cooperation where the US might help Denmark to improve whatever situation is?
No.
I don't know if that's actually even the case because it doesn't seem like it, because Denmark is already tightened up their security before.
I mean, this is the same thing with the war that he started. The war was about security. He wants Greenland for security, but what do Iran and Greenland have in common? Iran's got a lot of oil. Greenland's probably got a lot of oil and stuff underneath all that ice.
Yeah, they're waiting for the ice to melt. That's one of the things too. One of the reasons they always say the security stuff is that's the easiest way to justify it to Americans is make them scared. Like, Iran's not going to send a missile into mainland U.S. to those random rural cities in Iowa. But if it makes it seem like they will, those people in Iowa are going to be scared.
As a Rage Against the Machine song called Vietnam, they say, fear is your only god, and they talk about fear on the radio. And then as the lyric goes, sheep tremble and here comes the votes.
Mm-hmm.
You get people scared and they will just vote for you.
Exactly.
So it's so interesting. That's the number one thing. All you have to do in America is say, oh, for Iran specifically, it'd be like, oh,
they're a threat.
the terrorists, they're funding terrorists. They're going to blow up your children's school. Really? Okay. And then to get more sympathetic people that don't really fall into the fear propaganda that they've used over and over and over and over, say, oh, we're actually freeing the people from their oppressive government.
We're helping them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to happen. The ships, it's not going to happen. It was Greenland that, and it continues to be, that should be controlled by the United States, not by Denmark. And when they wouldn't go along with it, and with all the money we spend to help them with Russia, and we don't have to spend any money, we could remove all of our soldiers out of Europe. Because as you probably noticed, Europe's a very different place than it was 20 years ago. A lot different, much different. So much different, and they better be careful. with immigration and
Absolutely no detail to it. It's different, much different, much different.
And what does he mean helping Europe with Russia? Is he lumping the entirety of Europe versus the Russia, like in the Ukraine conflict or something?
Yeah,
So is he like basing it off of that?
I guess so. But I don't understand what he thinks having Greenland would do for helping them against Russia and Ukraine.
Because he's saying that he like helped Greenland, but his way of helping Greenland was how much they've helped versus Russia. I don't know. That's a weird point.
He's just
Yeah,
rambling.
yeah, he's saying the immigration stuff. He's going into European immigration now.
energy. If they're not careful, they're going to be careful with immigration and energy. If they're not careful with those two things, you're not going to have a Europe anymore. Thank you very much.
So is that's about, I mean, obviously the whole like right wing thing in Europe is all of the immigrants coming over there. And then energy is probably kind of taking a stab at him for not supporting the war in Iran. And
Yeah.
of course, Russia sent a lot of natural gas over to Europe.
Interesting. That I still can't get over this. I'm pretty sure this is also the same summit where he was just bashing Spain because they were like the most vocal about being not supporting his war and not letting him use any of their bases or whatever in the war. And yeah, he's just going crazy. I can't believe how anti-Europe America has become. It's sad.
But Europe loves the US. Did you see all the World Cup videos?
Oh my gosh. 15 different influencers who already base all their channels off of getting clicks went to the US and just said that they like it. And guess what? They got clicks.
The Europeans got to experience real freedom when they came to the US to see the World Cup.
And they got seasoning on their food.
I mean, this is the type of propaganda that's working in the U.S. right now to further separate Europe and the U.S., or at least to, in Americans' mind, make them think that Europe is just nothing like America and America is so much better. Is Trump and the federal government saying stuff like this, and then social media and the news media, which is almost completely, lack of a better word, cucked to Trump right now. They barely criticize Trump at all, the mainstream media nowadays. It's terrible. And then you also have social media just pushing this pro-America stuff. Americans are probably slowly more becoming what Trump wants them to be just from this type of stuff.
We, when we do like research to find our videos we're going to react to and stuff, we'll stumble upon sort of the opposite side of what we do. We genuinely believe Europe is a much better place to live than the US of A, and statistics back that up for the most part, like when you look at HDI and all that stuff. But you see the other side of the coin, which is a lot of the Europeans doing stuff on the US, and those channels, compared to the same in our niche, have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and the just of Europeans reacting to America stuff about how amazing America is. That's how much the propaganda works. Those channels are so much bigger.
It's the same situation with left-wing YouTube channels in the US and right-wing YouTube channels, like just on the political sphere of it. Right-wing channels get millions and millions and millions of subs. Left-wing channels have a hard time getting hundreds of thousands a lot of the time because social media in the US is just completely pro-America and right-wing bias. And that has a lot to do with a lot of the CEOs of those companies happen to donate to Trump here.
Oh yeah, they're just weirdly tied up in this whole oligopoly thing.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let us know what you think and what we should check out down in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.